Good day! Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing some reflective gear so that I will be seen in the dark when I bike to work. So as you can see, my biking helmet is all black and I think I want a hood on it so that it will be visible in the dark, and I will put some reflective tape on it. Also, my bag only has, this isn't reflective, so it only has this one reflective thing, and when I put it on my reflective vest, it covers my whole back, so I will not be visible from back. So if someone is coming behind me, they will not see me as well as they should. So I will be making a cover on this that has reflective tape on it, as well as a cover for my biking helmet. So let's get started with drawing the pattern.
I started by taping a piece of paper onto my helmet. I placed it in the middle of the top part because I wanted to cut the top part of the pattern on fold. I cut the piece of paper into a rectangular shape. Then I taped another piece of paper down to the edge of the helmet and started trying to get it to make a round shape. The top of the side pattern needed a little V cut into it so that it would lay properly against the other pattern piece.
I have the pattern pieces drawn out, I can measure how wide this edge will be, so that when I make a brim for it inside that has an elastic inside it, then it will fit snugly on the helmet. I just did that by measuring this width, and this, and added them together. That's 37.5, and then I have to double that, and then also add seam allowances, of course. And this piece will be cut on the fold, and these pieces will be, well, I have to cut 2 of these pieces. So let's go! So I've been going over this backpack, and I think I will just do a scrap like this. Then I will make some straps for it that go into these straps. And I will put some Velcro on it, so that's how it will stay on there. And I think I will be putting some elastic from each corner down here, these corners, into the straps here, and also Velcro, and the same thing up here, so into this strap by some elastic and Velcro, so it's fast to take off and it will stay here. Yes, because these straps won't go any further even though I would put anything into the backpack. So even when I put my backpacks full of stuff, then these straps will stay here, as opposed to if I would try to put some elastic all the way around it or something. That might be unhelpful when I'm packing groceries into the bag, and I have a lot of them. So this is my plan for this. And I suddenly remembered how much I hate sewing reflective tape on, so instead I'm going to use my heat press. I have some reflective shapes that I've cut out before, since I've owned the Silhouette Cameo cutter, and I think I will be using some of these shapes. Ugh, not that one. And also I cut some of the leftover scraps. I have all sorts of small scraps and pieces of the reflective material, the HTV, and I just cut them up so they'll make random shapes that I liked. So this is called Heat Transfer Vinyl, HTV for short, and you will get it to attach to the fabric by using 160 degrees Celsius. And a lot of pressure. So that's why you can't always get a great result when using just a home iron, because it requires the pressure so that it will stick. But luckily in Finland, well, you can use a heat press in some of the libraries, and I think some places where you can do a lot of other hobby stuff also, you can use a heat press. So they are available even if you don't own one or want to invest in one. And again, this is left over from when I had a company. I wouldn't buy an expensive heat press like this if I were to only use it at home. But I don't feel like selling it. So now I have the curve here. And I just need to sew these to the middle piece.
I ended up just winging how much elastic I needed at any given point. So I just measured by hand how much elastic would be needed, and I made sure it would fit over the helmet. I used the usual method of safety pin to pull the elastic through. So, what do you think? Don't I look fab? Yeah, well, it's supposed to be safe and not fashionable. So here is a picture of how I did the backpack part, because I actually didn't film all of it. So first I started with a rectangular shape, and as you see here, I ended up cutting the corners from the piece, and then I just made a fold all around the edge and added some pieces to it and elastics, and then I sewed on some Velcro, and the machine was not very happy about the Velcro, so I actually ended up changing the needle, opening my machine very much apart and cleaning it very thoroughly, and then rethreading, and then it was okay. As you can see here, I'm just using the usual method of making a flap that holds the piece in place. So I sewed it from one edge and then pulled it through itself so that the right sides were outside, and then I tucked in the edges like this. And after that I just sewed it from every edge so that it made a very clean little rectangular shape. And here you see how I'm going to attach them onto my backpack. So I sewed both of those rectangular pieces on opposite sides of the reflective flap that I'm making, and after that I added 2 long elastics onto the bottom edges of the piece and 1 a little shorter elastic on the top piece, and then I added some Velcro so they would keep shut.
Now it's done, and I can be quite sure that when I bike to work, or anywhere else for that matter, I will be seen. So here it is. I hope you liked it, and I hope you'll be visible too. As a matter of fact, because it is October, I am now officially challenging you to make something reflective for yourself. Please be safe. The weathers are so dark. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial video, and thank you for stopping by. Do not forget to DIY. See you later.